Trying to see how much time. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Megan. Thanks for joining. How are you? Hello, Kingdom people. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Kingdom people, kingdom people, kingdom people. Thank you. It's funny because I really usually don't care for leopard. It's so interesting. But I was like, let me just see. Let me see. Thank you. It's just not my thing, but I actually like it. I like this. Anyway, thank you. Yeah. Hey, Kingdom people. I'm going to start at the 3-minute mark. I'm going to give it 45 more seconds now. It a chance for more people to come on. But either way, we're going to get started. I'm going to get started at the 3-minute mark. We're almost there. Countdown. 20. Well, I'm doing it backwards. 25, 24, 20. I'm off. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. I be trying to try new things, step out of my comfort zone, what I'm accustomed to, you know, try to do some new things while still being modest for the most part. Um, yeah, it's so funny. I don't remember what it was, but this morning I was thinking about. I can't remember what was going on. Thanks for the love. What was going on? Where I don't remember what it was. Whatever it was kind of funny, and I was thinking about. I was responding to something, and I was saying, I'm still gonna dress appropriate. I forget what it was. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I remember saying, dress my age. Dress my age. In other words, I said, I'm not going to be trying to, I don't think I said, I'm not going to be trying to. I said, I don't be trying to dress. Oh, I know what it was. It was on me how certain individuals think I'm younger than I am. And it's not like I do things to try to make myself look younger. I really don't. I just do what I do. I do what I like. I do, I just do me. But I'm not trying to do things to make myself look younger. I'm not trying to do anything to make myself look older either, which is kind of what I had said. But there are certain individuals, and I get this a lot, you all, that be trying to have this kind of back and forth and beef, and it's just so silly. This from younger women, younger ladies, young ladies. That's what I'm gonna call them, and that's because they think I'm their age. They think I'm their peer, and it's so interesting because my older two children are their ages, like in their 30s and late 20s, or some of these people be in their early 20s, and they be thinking I'm their peer. And so I was just saying how I'm not getting ready to, I'm going to be who I am. Now, it's not like I'm out here trying to do things to make myself look younger. And then I said something like, what that mean? Like, and I'm like, there is such a thing because, I was thinking more in terms of how you showing more skin, so to speak, you're dressing a little more, I guess, seductive. But when I said that, I thought about the fact that ain't necessarily looking younger, although it is common among young people. But then I thought it's common among older people too. I be seeing people in their 50s and stuff dressing like that, and I'm like, anyway. But this is the funny part. I said, I ain't getting ready to be out here trying to make my dress like I'm older either. And I'm like, and that is a thing because you know how you go into department stores and it's a section women. I'm speaking, to you women because it's a section for older women, like elderly women. They do have their own section. They have their own clothes. If you think about it, many of our older people, some of them still be looking spiffy now. I've seen some pictures recently, just some things on social media, acknowledging and wishing birthday, giving birthday wishes to women like in their 90s, pushing up on 100, and they were looking so good and was still like dressing, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so awesome. But some of you all, and looking good too, and yeah, they look like, they, I don't want to say because it's not a race thing, but they're black. These were black people I'm speaking of specifically, not saying that others don't look good too at an older age. But y'all know what I'm talking about when they be having them sections in them department stores that I did it the other day. I love JC Penney, right? So I was, looking around and I was like, let me see for something in particular. And so I said, well, let me see if they have anything like that over here. And as I was walking, I backed up. It was so funny. I said, oh no, 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 no. Because it was like the older people section. And no shades to older people or the older people section. They need their clothes too. But I was making a point to say, I'm not getting ready to be dressing like that. To be, for the sake of not looking young. And again, I'm not like trying to make myself look young. I'm not trying to make myself look old either. Anyway, Kingdom people, it is the youthfulness. Yep, that's exactly what it is, Megan. Hey, man, it's not about dressing your age. It's about style. Exactly, because it's like what you like as long as I'm clothed and I'm not revealing. And I wouldn't dress that way anyway. I was thinking about this too. Let me make this real quick. A certain way that my body is set up these days. And I thought about it. I was like, It kind of really occurred to me, like, God, you got that like that too. Because I probably be trying to be doing too much. But then God was like, nah. Because even when I could do it, I wasn't like, you know, when I was younger, before, how you start having children and your body be doing all this weird stuff. Even though some people, they snatch back real well. And I'm like, what you do? Anyway, it's all good. Let me tell you something. I ain't tripping, on myself. I'm not self conscious about myself. Although I would like to change certain areas, problem areas, and I do my best to do that. And it's finicky. It is because life. I don't make a big deal out of it. And they I'm insecure. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. Anyway, y'all. And I'm not tripping on anybody that maybe have some of that going on. Listen, you get to a point in life, you be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just reminded of all the spiritual warfare we be having to push through life and get to where God's trying to take us. And then, we on this health thing. Well, when this, you be doing things to be healthy, to do this, and what I've learned in my personal experience is that, yeah, it's nice. It sounds nice. I might even like get on certain regimens and do certain things. But I'm here to tell you, in my experience, man, spiritual warfare knock all that stuff all over. So for me. So I'm just saying that to say I've learned to not still try or still make the effort, because I do, but I don't beat up on myself when things go around, and because it be tripping me out. Like I had lost some nice little weight at the end of last year. It was nice for me because at one point in time, when I gained some weight, I just knew how to get it right back off. And what I used to would do when I'm working no more. I'm like, oh my goodness, but I learned that it had a lot to do with me getting older, my metabolism. Heard all about it, this, that, and the other. Yeah. But then it started happening to me. So, I did some things. I had to make some adjustments. I had to bump it up a little bit. And I did some things and it worked. And I got a good 10 pounds, almost 15 pounds off of me, fluctuated a little bit. Then I had a knee injury. I tore my meniscus. And so I gained it right back. I'm like, really? And what's crazy is that when I walk on a treadmill, I can't walk as fast as I used to. So go figure. So I'm just like, forget it. But I still do everything I need to do to stay healthy, to do my best to eat right. And I do for the most part, but I indulge sometimes. Man, last week, a week before that, I was on a sweet binge. And I'm not really a big sweet person like that. I have to like have a taste for something like that to have some, but I did. I wanted some cake. So my birthday was a couple of Fridays ago. And man, I wanted some cake so bad. I wanted strawberry shortcake. I'm like, but I don't want to make it. I want to be making a strawberry shortcake. And I love strawberry shortcake. I love making it. But I didn't want to do that. So anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with the message. But let me just get this out, please. Thank you. So I'm like, oh, I can go to Walmart. Because they be having little cakes over there. I just wanted some cake. It ain't have to be nothing freshly baked or nothing like that. I just want some cake. So I went looking. And why I seen a strawberry shortcake. That cake was so good. So then I was in this other store and I walked past some cinnamon rolls, a 4-pack baked from the bakery area in this grocery store. I was like, them look good, but I kept going. But why before I left up out of that store, I went back. Had some cinnamon rolls, and I had a dream where I had got some M&Ms. So I woke up the next day, want M&Ms. Got the little bag of M&Ms, that didn't do it. I ended up getting one of those $5 bags of M&Ms and went, listen, I'm saying all that to say, whatever was going on, I was like on a sugar. And I'm not really, every here and there that might happen, but it's very rare. And it's usually, I'll say, that woman thing. It has to do with that woman thing. Anyway, King people, they are not sorry for what they did. Yeah. I do that too. I used to walk all the time outside, but over the last couple of years, some just been happening where it's harder on my body. And I wear good shoes. And I have insoles, like custom made insoles, because I have to have them for my shoes. And I mainly wear them in my gym shoes or certain other shoes that'll let them slide in there. Sometimes I have to pull out the insole that's made already in a shoe. But anyway, that's good. And when I do that, when I'm able to, I usually just stroll. So it's not exercise like, pumping your heart exercise, because I can't walk that fast on the ground. I have to stroll. I can walk a little fast on the treadmill, but not as fast as I used to, because then my knees will start tripping. And I'm probably saying too much, but I don't mind. Ain't nothing, listen. And the reason why I say I'm probably saying too much, because, people be the ones that be trying to see is what my stuff working on her. Am I breaking her down? The answer is no. Because like I like to say, things happen. It's life. Things is just part of it. It could have happened anyway. But even with the spiritual warfare part of it, and the whole thing is God only allow what he allowed. And not really. It ain't. It ain't really that. It's not. Like I said, even if it is some of that going on, it show up in that way. But here's the thing: I keep pushing. I keep going. I ain't get ready to stop. It don't matter what go on. Then, not long ago, a few weeks ago, my arm, I had an injury. I woke up one day and couldn't even use my hand. Sometimes it get weak, and I use the little thingies to exercise them. But this time around, this one was tripping, and I couldn't even squeeze the thingy. Next thing you know, I wake up that morning, I try to pick my. I was like, So I went to a little walk-in orthopedics, and it was something that tended did something. It is. But I'm not just saying it all to say, honey, please. I just keep going and 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 keep going because I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I ain't getting really let no knee, and I've been having issues with my knees for years. This was just real on a whole nother level. And so then they had to recover. And it's still funny, you know. And that was last year. Well, actually, it was the beginning of this year when it happened, when the injury happened. I lost weight last year, the end of last year. Then I had the knee injury. So anyway, people, enough about me and my my stuff. Your birthday on the 5th, Megan. Happy belated birthday. Mine was on the 24th. Mine was on the 24th. And my nephew, why he texted me on my birthday? I don't think he knew it was my birthday. He didn't at the time. He texted me on my birthday asking me for something so he can get his friend something for his birthday because his friend's birthday was that day. I just started cracking up laughing. He wanted me to give him something for my birthday. But he didn't know until I mentioned it. He didn't realize it. He wasn't thinking about all that. So yeah, kingdom people, listen. They are not sorry for what they did. So God was bringing to me, well, I have been having some experiences. And one in particular, well, it's a few. It's a few. Quite a few. But a few in particular, I mean three a few. Three in particular that were being highlighted to me. And it seemed like I spoke something on this in some way, shape, or form before, but probably not quite like this. You know how what has happened is, kingdom people, there are people that have tried you, they have come against you, they're paid. I'm literally hearing they paid the witch doctors to take you out, take you down, stop you, block you, cause you health issues. your knee might have popped. Your wrist might have went out. Anyway, for real though. But the thing is, it ain't none of it working. Even if it do show up, listen, the weapons may form. There it is. But they won't prosper. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you shall be condemned. So, yeah, it may come, but see what I'm saying, kingdom people, it ain't prosper. It didn't prosper. And so that's what's happening. These people set up and wished and hoped. A lot of them do that too. Some people just be in their head. How they say they hoping for your downfall, they wishing and praying. Some of them do pray for your downfall. Literally. Some people are crazy enough to ask God to take you down. Oh. And of course God don't honor it. He take them down. And they become aware that that's what's happening. You going up while they going down. God would never take his anointed down. Now, what he will do if his anointed get out of line, begin to rebel against him, and not do what he telling them to do, God will take his anointing from you. He will do that. But take you down when you're doing what he telling you to do because some wicked devil hater want him to. They ain't even on his team. Even if they trying to, I'm going to say, even if they playing like it. But these kind of people only play like it to people. Because you can't fool God. God know who you are. But they do that, play the role for people. It's so funny I'm saying this because I was just thinking about it earlier. Not long ago, God said something to me about how these people were slandering your name, trying to make you look bad. And I said, they care about what people think. And so it sounds funny because what I was saying was, when you slandering somebody's name, you more concerned about making somebody think a certain way about, in this case, God was talking to me. So, and what God said to me was, they want you to care about what people think. And I thought that, which I know, but I thought it was interesting the way I said, see, when people slander your name, it's because they do care about what people think. So they want people to think bad of you and better of them. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I just thought it was interesting what I said. How I said to that, they care about what people think. And God, like I said, He had to point out to me, yeah, they do. They want you to care. So if you somebody slandering your name, they want you to. It's designed to discourage you, to shrink you, to break you, which is where I was actually going with this initially before I got on that. How many of these people, that's what they've tried to do. They've tried to break you, break your confidence, break your spirit. Y'all know my gist. To no avail. They've done a lot. They've done a lot. And so what's happening, kingdom people, is now they sorry. But they really not sorry. They sorry that they're not sorry for what they did, but they sorry that none of what they did worked on you. That's what they're sorry about. And so because they're sorry about that, they got to make it right for themselves. And so what the Holy Spirit gave me is Saul. He brought Saul to man. And how, Saul kept trying to, and he took me kind of the focus point to Saul 19 in particular. But if you just read 1 Samuel, you'll see how, and many of you know this already, but how Saul kept trying to kill David. And he was unsuccessful to no avail. And Saul would do this thing where he would be like, okay, David, now let me make this right. I won't try to kill you. And he would be like really trying to trick David into believing that he was sorry. Never said necessarily, I'm sorry, but that's what the impression he was trying to give David. Like, okay, I won't do it. I'm sorry. But all along, he was literally just trying to get him to fall into his trap, because he still wanted to kill him, unalive him. But he needed him to fall for it and let his guard down. And so, listen, so much so that even, okay, I'm going to read. I'm going to start with the chapter 1, not chapter 1, verse 1 in chapter 19. Saul now urged his servants and his son Jonathan to assassinate David. But Jonathan, because of his strong affection for David, told him what his father was planning. Tomorrow morning, he warned him, you must find a hiding place out in the fields. I'll ask my father to go out there with me, and I'll talk to him about you. Then I'll tell you everything I can find out. So Jonathan, Saul's son, that was his boy. That was David's boy. They were really good friends. And Jonathan was telling David what was up. He was trying to help him escape his dad's traps. But he also, spoke to his dad, saying his dad, spoke to Saul, which was his dad, on his behalf. And so it says, And then they didn't even call him dad. In the scriptures, they was like father. I'm talking about dad, his dad. Anyway, the next morning, Jonathan spoke with his father about David, saying many good things about him. The king must not sin against his servant David. Jonathan said, he's never done anything to harm you. He's always helped you in any way he could. Have you forgotten about the time he risked his life to kill the Philistine giant and how the Lord brought a great victory to all Israel as a result? You were certainly happy about it then. Why should you murder an innocent man like David? There is no reason for it at all. And so, kingdom people, the truth is this: you being innocent, it doesn't mean you're overall, I want to say perfect, but none of us are perfect. But you get what I'm saying. You're innocent as far as what they're trying to do to you. Them trying to take you, them trying to cause you harm, them trying to bring you down. A lot of these people, you didn't do nothing to. And if you did, or in their mind, they feel like you did. And a lot of times, what you did to people is be who you are. A lot of times, to people, what you really did was didn't allow them to abuse you. Maybe you wasn't going along with certain things anymore. Maybe you walked away. Maybe whatever the case may be, that's what you did in a lot of cases. It's not so much as you actually did anything to them, but they just couldn't do with you what they wanted to. And so that's reason enough for some people to feel like they want to take you out and take you down. And so others, and actually it's the same for these people, but others, they want to take you down out of jealousy. Jonathan said, he ain't done nothing. This is your servant. He ain't done nothing but to help you. But he went on to say how he took that Philistine giant down and how, you were happy then. What happened? But remember, they were singing, Saul killed 1,000 and David 10,000. And so that angered Saul, and he began to, he was jealous of him after that. Scripture even say how he kept a jealous eye on David. A jealous eye. I know the NTL version. Am I saying that right? NLT. Yeah. Yeah, NLT. I mixed the letters up. It says it just like that. He kept a jealous eye on David. And so that's what these people have done. And that's what they're doing. Those ones who want to play like they sorry. They have had a jealous eye on you. They kept a jealous watch on you. They've tried to take you down, but you've done nothing wrong to them. Again, many of them you move around because you have to. You realize what and who they were and what they were on with you. But again, people like that take it as you did something wrong to them. And the reason why they feel like you did something wrong to them is because they want to do what they want to do to you. So anything outside of what they're trying to do is wrong to them because that's how diabolical their mindsets are. And so going on, so Saul listened to Jonathan. Listen, here go. And vowed, as surely as the Lord lives, David will now not be killed. Afterward, Jonathan called David and told him what had happened. Then he brought David to Saul, and David served in the court as before. War broke out again after that, and David led his troops against the Philistines. He attacked them with such fury that they all ran away. But one day when Saul was sitting at home with spear in hand, the tormenting spirit from the Lord suddenly came upon him again. As David played his harp, Saul hurled his spear at David. But David dodged out of the way, and leaving the spear stuck in the wall, he fled and escaped into the night. So there again, Saul was like, okay, I'm cool. But then that tormenting spirit came up on him. Wow, David was already playing the harp for him. Because remember, that's what David would do, play the harp for Saul, because he didn't have no peace. The tormenting spirit came upon Saul while David was playing the harp. And what he do? Try to do the spear at him. So let me tell you something, people. It's not so much that they sorry for what they did. Those tormenting spirits are up on them. They are upon them. And they want to take you out because they're being tormented. Mind you, they're full of jealousy and rage where you're concerned. And that rage and jealousy that's encompassing them, because that's what it is ravaging all up in and through them, it makes them want to take you out. They're not sorry. They'll say, some of them try to play like, but they only would do that to get you back in. I don't know if I want to say get back in your good graces, but just because someone was never in your good graces, these particular people that God was talking to me about, two of them never being in my good graces because I don't know them like that. They never got that opportunity. They showed they so much so that I knew right up front. Mm-mm. So they never had the chance. Another person, yeah, at one point, I've actually had a relationship with that person. But again, it's not so much that they're sorry about what they did. Sometime in a moment, they can be. And I believe that Saul could have been in the moment once Jonathan broke it down and made it make sense. And Saul was in his somewhat right mind in the moment. He like, yeah, you're right. And then he even vowed that he wouldn't be killed. So in that moment, I believe Saul maybe meant what he said. But what happened is when that torment spirit, because see, that torment spirit, it didn't like completely check out. And so you got to remember our enemies, when these people carrying these demons, them demons ain't gone. They might have moments of, I can't even call it rest, because the scriptures say there's no rest for the wicked. There's no peace for the wicked. So when they have moments of seeming like they are normal, I'll call it that, before you know it, here comes that tormenting spirit, because that's what tormenting spirits do, torment you. And so these people in particular that are not sorry for what they did, but they just want to get back in your good graces, some of them, they feel like they lost you, and they feel like they lost the benefits of you, specifically with the ones that actually, you dealt with. You maybe had relationships, friendships, whatever ship with. Now, here's the thing. The ones that you never did, guess what? They feel like they lost the benefits of you too, because they know there are benefits to you. They just realize they messed it up too soon to even get in and get some of them benefits. But some of them, a lot for me, these ones in particular, they never would have, because I'm too discerning. Here's the thing. At one point in time, before we knew, we didn't know. We learned. We had to move people out of our lives. We had to let people go. Now that we know and we're more discerning, we ain't letting that in because now we know. So they don't necessarily know that per se. They just know, man, I messed up. They acted a fool too up front. And sometimes some of their act of fool wasn't even necessarily trying to act a fool. Thanks for the love. It's just who they are. So who they are, who you are, going to do what it do. And I just was able to see who they are, the spirits that were operating in them. And a lot in the two of these instances, the chaotic energy that they carry, the demonic spirit that was controlling them. I was able to see it. I was able to pick up on it and see it. I mean, even if you don't have a conversation with these people, they be bumping around the walls. Sometimes quite literally. For real. I be experiencing some stuff. The other day, something had happened. And it was just only like, man, them things knocking them around. And that's what was really happening. When them things is ravaging in you, they'll hear you literally. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all done seen the movies. Some of them movies are real depictions of what really be happening. And some of y'all really know that this to be so in real life, like you've experienced it or heard it and was able to see, and God would show you what was going on. Anyway, kingdom people, this is the other part to this, kingdom people. They know you are the light. They know, even if they don't understand it the way we understand it, they know you carrying something. I was about to say that they need, but what I heard was that would put those demons at ease. And you know why they would put them demons at ease? Because if they feed off of you, you know you the best food ever. Delicious. Magically delicious. They're like, because then they feel you. They feel your presence. They feel that energy. And even though they sometimes they act crazy, it feels good to them. So they know that whatever that is in you is comforting. I just heard healing. Even though some of these people, they're not trying to heal, they're trying to feel good though. Absolutely. Think about all them demons tormenting their spirits. And what God been giving me lately too is the pain that people are in and the way they deal with their pain. Many people don't necessarily deal with their pain. Their pain deals with them. Because if the way you actually deal with your pain is to heal, to go through some kind of process to relieve yourself of the pain. And I'm not talking about, when I say a process, I mean a healing process. And the reason why I say process, a mindset change. If you're not doing anything about that, to eradicate yourself and free yourself from it, it's just there. And so people like you feel good to them. Doesn't mean it's making them, you being around them is necessarily making them better if they have no intentions on doing anything. Thanks for the love and all the everything, y'all. If they have no intentions on really doing anything about it to free themselves, of that pain or heal themselves from that pain. I'm reminded of how in the scripture, it speaks of how when you cast out a demon, when you cast out a demon, what happens is the person have to be able to, or be in a position where they're willing to fill it with the word of God, fill it with the right stuff. Otherwise, scripture will tell you, leave them alone. Because what happens is if it's that house is idle and ain't filled with the word of God, in other words, that demon and whatever other demons was already there will come back and bring their uncles, their sisters, their cousins, rah down the street. You see what I'm saying? They'll be worse off than they were before you cast it out. Which is why I don't do that unless God moved me to. Years ago, God did move me to, not it's been, I've done it since then, but I remember years ago, God showed me this by having me do it. I was reading a book called Pigs of the Parlor, and it takes you through this process of casting out the demon. I casted out a demon with someone who I was with at yeah. And so I was married to him. So it wasn't just anybody I was just with. So, anyway, I casted out the demon and I could see it left. Now, it also explained that it gives them time to choose Jesus themselves, to make that choice. So I'm just paying attention and watching what happened. What that ended up happening is that person didn't, choose Jesus in that time that the demon had been cast out. They didn't do that. Let me tell you, the person was worse than they was before I casted the demon out. I saw it with my eye, experienced it with my own eyes. Thus is why it contributes to why I'm no longer with that person. They got worse. Them demons it was about 50 more. I ain't playing. So I mentioned that just to say how you feel good. You do have, I think that's why I mentioned that, but you do feel good. You do have an anointing. You do have a power. You have healing in you, but it only works on people who are receptive to healing, who are looking to heal, who not people that's just gung ho on just being in this demonic energy and just want to feel good and want to soothe themselves with you, want to benefit off of you. And let me just add this too, because this is another part of it too. Um, some of these people, they've been trying to destiny swap with you. Now, as we know, people can't really swap their destinies with you, but they can, again, benefit off of being around you. They can. I experienced that too with the person I just talked to y'all about. Experienced the exact same thing. That, and this was what was crazy. I would mention certain things that I wanted to do, or, you know, and next thing you know, they would be doing something like that. And I just noticed it. And of course, later on down the line, it wasn't, and I realized that it wasn't in a capacity quite how I was thinking. But they didn't know all that. I didn't give them detail for detail. I just mentioned the, on the surface kind of stuff. And so they call themselves taking my destiny. But what I say about taking people to think they destiny swapping, they don't have one of their own. I don't want yours. I was thinking about that earlier. I was listening to something that was talking about the people that copy you and try to make it like they did it first, or it was their own. That kind of, I notice those things, but it doesn't bother me. I feel for people like that, because if you're trying to take what's mine or copy me, you don't like yourself. You don't like who you are. No, they don't. They don't. Destiny swapping is somewhat similar. They don't like their destiny. Many people that already messed theirs up by being in this demonic behavior, being in this, they work for the devil. So the devil ain't making good on, I guess, on a good destiny for them. So they want yours. Yours is looking mighty good to them. So I mentioned that to say, some of these people, they're not sorry for what they did. They're sorry because they need to get on the inside to attempt that destiny swap that'll never happen, of course. But in their mind, they need to, they ain't getting no information out of you. They don't know nothing. They don't, and like I was mentioning about these two people that I don't even know and don't deal with, never dealt with. Part of what's going on is they're upset because they don't know my business. They don't know what I do, what I'm doing. They just see me moving around, handling business, do, but they don't know no details. They know nothing. I remember how God would mention to me how they bother because I'm not telling my business. I said, why would I? How am I tell my business and I don't, to them, and I don't even talk to them? And that's kind of the point. I don't even talk to them to tell them my business. But here's the other part of that. People that I do talk to, I ain't necessarily telling them my business. I mean, my people that I'm cool with, I share what I share with them, but I ain't necessarily, you know what I'm saying. I mean, but these ones, they bother because they don't know nothing. Because they can't, in this case, in one of the cases in particular, destiny swap. But also, I don't want to go too much into this, but some people be wanting to compete. They want to one up you. And I'm just going to say this. I'm speaking about me, people that we ain't even on the same wavelength, like at all. The kind of mindset I have and the things I'm on, and people that's in this mindset, in this kingdom mindset, like you all kingdom people, we don't compete with others. So the fact you competing, you already, but they sorry because they didn't get a chance to do what they wanted to do. They didn't. They not getting no information to do what it is they want to do. They messed it up and they man too soon. So now in they man, they got to work harder to get in, and they do be. They have moments of calm, because they got to go back to the drawing board and drum up, okay, what I'm going to do next. And they always come up with the same thing. Or one of the few things they got. They just go in circles. Dun, 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 dun. Now that's the Jack in the Box. I keep doing that. Y'all know the merry-go-round. How you be sitting on the horses or you sit on the seats and you just go in circles. And we be riding that thing. I know I used to ride it. Going nowhere in circles. Oh, yes. Keep it holy. Those monitoring spirits do be hungry. You have to move like that because they're monitoring spirits. Absolutely. Hey, light and love warrior. Yep. You manage your business and ignore your. Me too. Yep. Ignore. And they know you be ignoring them. So they are very aware that you're ignoring them. And they go crazy to get your attention, for you to pay attention to them. I said, this is, I wanted to say spooky, but it's really, but I'm going to say, what it is pathetic. But they thirsty. Them demons is thirsty. And just to keep it, just to be fair, somewhat, somewhat fair. The real person in there do kind of want to get free. The real person in there know you have what it takes to set them free. The problem is the real person is not at a place to really want to get free for where that applies. In my case, I know it to be so because God is showing me. And not just that, but it's a way to handle yourself. And anybody with any little bit of common sense would know that. Now, I've been shown and told some people just don't know how to approach you. Some people just don't know how to go. Well, acting a whole fool is not the answer. I think that anybody would know that. But here's my other take on that. The reason why they keep this, because you'll get further with me by just coming to me like, hey, I see how you move. What I just noticed? Can you? Or how do you'll get further with me just being straight up. But what I've learned is this. The reason why people can't be straight up with you, because their intentions are not pure. They can't be straight up. You know why? Because they not straight up. They on boo-boo. Them demons is at work, not the real person trying to get free. That's not what's at work. So that's why they play all these monkey games. Because they on monkey business. They not on kingdom business. They on monkey business. So that's why they act like monkeys and clowns and yeah. That's why they doing that. And so just like Saul tried to play like, oh, it's cool. And again, I believe Saul meant it in this instance. But there are other times, if you read 1 Samuel, where he was clearly trying to, she did it several times. Like, Saul, I'm not gonna do anything. It was just lying. And so that's what these people, they just trying to, even if they're not going about it, trying to act sorry. It's this one that I don't talk to at all. I just don't even speak no more. This thing knows that. So it don't even say nothing no more necessarily. It'll try here and there. It had tried at one point to argue, and I walked right past it. Then it did try to let me go in front of it. I stood there and let it go on. It started fussing with itself. Now this last one was they position themselves so they can be, they like to do that so they can kind of have to, like in passing, and gonna say hi, and me being me just kept on moving. And this thing started talking to itself. It was like, well, but I was aware that this person is going crazy too. They're losing their mind. But what the difference was, it wasn't fussing. Because at one point, the last time them demons was arguing, and I started singing. Um, things are gonna work out. Yes, I did. But this time it was just talking to itself. It was like it was talking to them demons and them demons. What God showed me is schizophrenia. That's what God showed me. And I've seen this before, so I knew it when I saw it. But it just started. So I'm saying that to say that that was an attempt. Hi. It wasn't, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to make it cool between us. God had been showing me this too. That one and this other one. Y'all see where I'm pointing? Because that's what they had over there and down there. Trying to make it cool after all the rah, 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 and all the craziness. And I said, I don't want to make it cool. I'm not trying to be cool. Live at peace. What is it with others as much as it is up to you? Living at peace with them as much as it is up to me is to have nothing to do with them. I'm not battling with you. I'm not causing you no problems I'm not doing nothing. I'm minding my business. I'm at peace with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I will not have anything to do with you because I know who and what you are. The only way something like that would transpire in any way, shape, or form is if God himself said, Patricia, do this, do that. That's the only way. That's the only way. But I'm at peace. I'm at peace with you. It don't seem like you're at peace. Well, I'm not even gonna say with me, because if you're not at peace with yourself, you can't be at peace with anyone else. It's absolutely impossible. I don't even expect it because I know what it is. But I'm at peace, and I'm at peace with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to. If that ship was gonna ever be a thing, it has sailed on and on and on. You know? And that's truly walking in love. You know how God say walk in love, love your enemies. That's a way of walking in love. Walking in love don't mean I have to be your friend. Love those who hate you. I love you. I don't love your demons. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I love nobody's demons. I love you. I love I want to say your soul. I pray for your soul. I care about your soul for the one that still has one. Because one doesn't. It's soulless. It's gone. So the point is that they're not sorry for what they did, but they do want to they want you. They want you. They want you, Canaan people. Okay, I heard that. You abandoned me, love don't live here anymore. And sometimes it's good people abandon you. Because when you think about what you realize they was anyway, you as in hindsight, you'd be like, thank you. Thanks for abandoning me. But I know in a moment it can be hurtful. I get it. Before you know what it is. But them be the ones that act like they sorry. They do be sorry. But they not sorry for what they did. They sorry for the aftermath. They sorry for their consequences. Many of them do be sorry that they lost out on you. But my take on that is you didn't even deserve me. You lost out on me because you a loser. Nah. Sometimes that too. Because when people moving like that in loser behavior, you moving like a loser, you're a loser. And so, yeah, you lost out on me. Because that's what you do. You acting a clown and I'm not saying it in a way like I think anybody should be perfect. Because again, we're not. But it's one thing to be working on yourself, and it's a whole nother thing to be out here trying to hurt people, harm people, and bring them down. That's something that, come on. So when people are moving like that, yes, they're losers in my estimation. Those are losers. Sore loser. They can't take it. So they want to take somebody else down. And like I said before, because they not getting their way. They not having, and I think about this sometimes, how, okay, somebody do something to you, like a breakup. Maybe you had a bad breakup and somebody did you really wrong. At first, your initial, at one point in time, see, when you mature and grow, you don't even, first of all, you 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't even be in those situations like that. But just by happenstance, if it does take place, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Let's do what we need to do. Okay, go ahead on, because we don't have time for that. We did that already. But before we got here, for those of us who are there, and for those of you who are still working through that, that's okay. That's okay. It's a process. At first, when somebody do you wrong, yeah, it's upsetting, it's hurtful. You might feel away. You might want that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The difference between you and them is you let it go. You don't stay there. They still be on it, and they be bothered more so. They be the ones, these kind of people, they do you wrong, out of line and out of order. You might remove yourself in some of the instances because you ain't doing that. Either way, they want to come for you because you won't let them do what they want to do, which is really evil. Just sit here and take it. They want to abuse you, mistreat you, and oppress you in peace. Just take it. So that they anger comes from you not letting them abuse you. You not taking their mistreatment in some cases anymore, obviously. But yeah, kingdom people, these be the ones that be not sorry for what they did. They sorry that you left, that you gone. And not just that, you good. Even after whatever happened, and you still doing well. You ain't checking for them. They really can't stand that you don't even care. Now, of course, you care about them as a soul, because God cares about all souls if they still have a soul. But you ain't on them. You like, that's what it is, what it is. It was what it was. You free. You free now. So that's what they be sorry about, because they wasn't expecting it to go down like that. Which reminds me of the ones that, this really is common with narcissists. And they didn't, when they did what they did and they do what they do, they thought they surprised that you healed and you doing well. You got up and my thing always be, did they think I was gonna be like that forever? I don't get that. But what God has told me is, yeah, they do think that. They never see it going the way it end up going. They think you just gonna be crumped over or hurting, or just in that space, never get up and never recover. Like, who does not ever recover? But the truth is, it does happen. And they was banking on that with you because they thought this is what it really is. The way you was loving them, the way you probably would do anything for them, the way you was trying to make it work for them, with them. Even, it don't even have to just be a romantic relationship, whatever it is. The way these people process all that in their heads and their minds is that you'll never go anywhere. They also think you need them. That's why you're still there. That speaks to the fact that they feel like they're not even worthy. They feel like you shouldn't be there because you're better than that. Because if I'm dealing with you, you getting in your mind that I need you, and not that I want to be here. I like you. I love you. I'm trying to. That's because that reflects back to their own self hate, lack of self love. Make it sound nicer, but it's really self hate. It's actually both are the same, but a lot of these people do really hate themselves. And they see your light, they see your authenticity. They know you're good hearted. They don't feel like they deserve you. That is why they abuse you, because you here with me. And they only gonna do what they know to do, because that self-hatred is gonna make them, that them demons ruling them, it's gonna make them. They're forced to. The tormenting spirits, like Saul. Anyway, kingdom people, they not sorry for what they did. What Rihanna song say years ago? Um, I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, you not sorry. You sorry you got caught. Something like that. I can't get it in my mind right now. But in other words, you ain't sorry. You just sorry you got caught. They just sorry because they got caught. They got sorry. They just sorry because it didn't work out the way they thought it would. They just sorry because they couldn't take you out. They sorry because you're smarter than what they thought you was. Yes. They sorry because you figured it out. They sorry because you got strong enough to let them go. Some of y'all was already strong enough to let them go. A lot of times we just be trying to work things out with people, give them a chance. And then God started to really showing us, they really showing us because they doing it. Like, oh, that's what you own? That's what this is? And so they help us move past them by acting a whole fool. Because ain't nobody getting ready. I mean, how the saying go? Enough is enough. I had to think about that one. Enough is enough. I mean, which is why I don't get why they think you're gonna always just be there. Who just stays around, just keep taking stuff. But the truth is, kingdom people, people do. Y'all know, people do, but not us. Not us. Not us, kingdom people. Nah. Listen, kingdom people. We in our kingdom bag doing doing kingdom things. I'm sorry. Making kingdom moves. Because we kingdom. Period. Period. Anyway, let me wrap this up, y'all. They not sorry for what they did. They just sorry they got caught. And too much stinks. That's right, kingdom minded. Take a bow. It's over now. Yeah, I was hearing that in my head, but I didn't say that part. Yes, kingdom minded. You put on quite a show. Yeah. No, I'm not getting ready to do that here. I haven't heard that in a while. I really don't be hearing stuff like that. Every here and there I play, like, let some of the stuff play or whatever on Pandora or whatever. I got a little playlist. Not much, but every here and there. And I know they call it secular music, and it is, but you got to know how to do what you do. That be influenced by it. And so, listen, God made music. Let's just start right there and end it right there. He made music. Now, just like everything, the enemy takes stuff and pervert it, because that's what he do. So you just got to be mindful in what you're doing, how you're doing it. Now, if it's too much for you and you can't handle it and it's just best for you not to, then don't. If God tell you don't. But I will say you do have to be careful with it, though. You have to, but when you're sensitive in the spirit and you're very discerning, you know when something like you know. Anyway, and keep it holy. Look, you telling me to keep it holy? I know that's your name, but I just thought that was funny. Anyway, candy people. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that right there. They not sorry for what they did. They just sorry because, man, if they just could get a taste of you. And I'm just saying any kind of engagement from you. That's listen. They sorry if they those ones that you did deal with, you gone. They sorry about that. They are. The ones that never even got the chance. They sorry that they never got the chance. Either way, they not sorry for what they did. They just sorry that it's over now. Or it's just over. It was always over for some of them. But anyway, Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for being here. You all, I appreciate you all so much. Not happening, no contact. I know, right? And they hate that too, that no contact. That drives people up the wall. And you ain't doing it to drag them up the wall. You're doing them because you don't want no parts of them. I always say, go take it to God. Take it. What was that earlier today that was on me? And I'm thinking, oh, kind of the same thing. The ones steadily going, trying to get in, trying to make things right with you, so you can go to God, go make things right with God. Leave me alone. You understand what I'm saying? Because they need to be going to God. You're not the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is. Now, while you do represent Jesus, they need to go straight to him, but they come to you because they don't want to go that way. It makes me think of how, I often, this often comes to mind, how, how we supposed to preach the gospels throughout the earth. Of course, you gotta let the Holy Spirit lead you and all that. It's very rare. Well, it's not even very rare. These people in particular, there's no space to even do that, to even speak or just have any kind of. There's no room for it because they don't allow it with all that debauchery. You can't. Like somebody being cool, acting like they got some sense, and they just being normal. They may be in bondage. They may need to get free. They may need some healing, but they ain't out here messing with nobody. That's different. But them, and I mentioned that just to say how we can be that bridge for them to get to Jesus. That's what we are. But for them, they need to go straight to God instead of trying to run you down and pounce on you and force you to let them in. No, ask God to let you in. But some of them, not all of them, but some of them, God had already kicked them out. He said, he already done with them, especially these people that operate in witchcraft. Not all. The reason when I say witchcraft, I'm speaking specifically to dark arts, because God will save some of them. He do save some of them. But some of these people, they go too far. And the issue be when God tell them to stop and they keep going and keep going and keep going. That's where they had a problem at. Like God be using you many a times to get them to stop and turn it around. But instead, they keep going. They keep going. And that's when they end up turned over as they be given over to a reprobate mind. And ain't no sense in trying to make things right with me. I'm not finna make things right with no reprobate. The devil is an old liar. Anyway, y'all. Let me get out of here. The next time they see me will be on TV receiving an award or something. I know that's right. Keep it holy. What they thought God was going to keep allowing you to mistreat. I know, right? Excuse me. I know. So, kind of people, I'm going to get out of here. I know I said that 2 or 3 times already. My shirt pulling up over me, over my stomach. Sometimes I be sitting in the house, my shirt be up here, and I just be looking around like, I don't care. I ain't gonna go outside like that though. They'll be like, what happened to her? Them ones that be happy, they be like, oh, she losing it. We finally got her. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Kingdom Minded. Anyway, Kingdom people, I'm about to get out of here for real. I think I done worked myself up some hump to work myself up how you say it, worked up a hunger, I guess I'm trying to say. I'm a little hungry now. I wasn't before because I had a sandwich. They had a sandwich after the meeting at work today. And not a, I said they had a sandwich. I ate the sandwich. They had lunch. They always have lunch after the team meeting at the office. And so one of the young ladies suggested, take one home for your daughter. And I was like, oh, yeah, she'll like that. And I took it. I brought it. And she was acting all weird with it. That sandwich was good because I was thinking, sure, I'm going to keep this for myself. And I thought about it. I said, no, I'm going to give it to her because the young lady kind of, if she hadn't said that, I wouldn't even brought it. So I was like, I'm going to give it to her. I gave it to her. Yeah, my daughter, she be on one sometimes. So she's acting all weird with it. And I was like, girl, give me that sandwich if you don't want to eat it. Stop playing. This sandwich is good, too. It was from Costco, where they do the catering. And that sandwich was good. I love me a good sandwich now. But yeah, she was playing with that sandwich. I was like, girl, nobody forcing you to eat this sandwich. Give me that sandwich. And I ate it. So I was kind of okay for a little while. But now I done been on here and I done got hungry again. Yeah, she probably hear me talking about it. Keep it holy. Say I'm hungry now. Yeah, that sandwich was good. Look at me licking my lips. Let me go so I can eat. Ain't no more sandwiches though. Sandwich gone. Sandwich gone. I got some other food from what I cooked the other day. Anyway, I'm gonna go warm some up for myself. I already fed my daughter. She done already ate. So she can go ahead on somewhere with all that. I'm just playing, y'all. Anyway, Candy people, I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. And you all know I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are unstoppable. We are unmovable. We are unbreakable. And we are untouchable. Kingdom people, keep growing, keep going, and go and be great. Now, kingdom people, stay in your kingdom bag, doing kingdom things, making kingdom moves, because we are kingdom. I be so ready to be like, period. Kingdom people, that is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Shalom and peace. Love you all so much, kingdom people.